Hello! Hey, we're finally back with the Rantings and Ravings, and sorry we're not doing our making of The Flash. In fact, we might end up changing that around, because we're doing a rewrite in DCEU. Might do a rewriting in a different light, because I know that the Flash movie is still supposedly on. Might move on to something else. I will talk about that more whenever we get to it. Instead, we're talking about the thing that came out like 2-3 hours ago. And that was Disney's first look at Aladdin. Quick disclaimer, Megan's going to be talking a lot more about this than I am.
It's part of my childhood, apparently, not his.
I don't give two shits about Aladdin, y'all. Sorry, I have never cared about Aladdin. I thought it was a movie. Even when I was a kid, I'm like, that's a movie.
I feel like you're trying to be Canadian.
Very meh is the best way to describe it.
Canadian-y.
Yeah, it's just... I know people love Aladdin. I'm like, yeah, it looks good. The story's fucking boring, guys. I don't give two shits throughout most of this film. I'm like, well, stuff is not happening, and stuff's still not happening. Oh, cool. More stuff's not happening. So, that's my long and short review of Aladdin. Stuff sorta doesn't happen. But Megan's going to give her viewpoints, though, on this new trailer for the Arabian Nights.
And they're not really supposed to give anything away, just kind of give you a look at, you know, how Aladdin looks, Jafar, Genie, a little bit of Princess Jasmine.
Yeah. Played by Naomi Scott played Kimberly in the new Power Rangers movie that recently came out. Which still, like, more I watch, I'm like, that movie's actually pretty good. Review of it was a little shittier than I probably should have been like, ugh. We would need more watches. No, not watches that way. It's just, watch your eyeballs.
What the hell am I going to do with you?
Give me watches so I can make that joke more.
Oh, if I could, I would shove you off this bed.
So, what are your viewpoints on it, especially since I am one of just so ambivalent feelings towards it?
Well, I kind of feel the need to kind of mention that hearing about all these live-action remakes that Disney has been doing, it's like, why?
No, the one I ask why the most about is Lion King. Bang. It's that got actual animals in it. It's not a live-action remake. It's just a higher rendering version. There's no live-action anything in it.
Yes, it would be more like 3D, like more realistic or something.
It's the CGI version of it.
Yeah. And yeah, from what I've seen in the trailer for that, it's like, you have scenes almost exactly from the original movie with, James Earl Jones as Mufasa, because only he can play Mufasa.
Mufasa.
But James Earl Jones is saying, like, oh, everything the light touches is our kingdom, and, like, pretty much the whole spiel from the original. It's like, why? If y'all made it shot for shot, line for line, why? And I don't see them adding, like, any kind of humans. Like, what would be the purpose? I don't see them adding any kind of humans in that movie. What? But we're getting off topic.
About Aladdin.
I'd say after seeing some of the improvements they made of the original story, I will say it's like, okay, I enjoy this. Maybe some of the live action remakes won't be so bad.
And Cinderella, because you actually watched Cinderella. I did not. I just haven't had a chance.
Yeah, I found it for like $10 on Blu-ray. Like, yeah, sure, why not? I haven't seen this.
And then you said it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it focuses a bit more on, like, the prince.
It just gives him character.
Yeah, because it kind of gives him a story, kind of gives him motivations, and he's not just two-dimensional. It's like, oh, he's just there to be the pretty boy, Prince Charming, to sweep Cinderella off her feet.
Hell, I think calling him two-dimensional in the original movie seems to be nice. I don't think he has a single dimension to him. I don't think he has a line.
Yeah, like a line or two. We're like, wait, how do I find you? That's about it.
Yeah, it's bad. Gus has more lines than the prince in the original Cinderella.
Yeah, the one thing I didn't like about the remake pretty much took out Jacques and Gus. I'm like,
They're in there.
Well, I mean, they're in there, but like they don't like do any talking or singing or.
I am fine without singing, talking mice.
You gonna be fine without singing, talking parrots in Aladdin? Because that seems to be the gist of it.
I don't care. I have already told you how ambivalent I am towards Aladdin, so I'm like, it's weird that they decided to not get Gilbert Gottfried to do his terrible thing in there again. I mean, he's still alive. You know, two whores walk into a club, and then they both start going down on each other. That's my best Gilbert Gottfried voice. Oh my god, that hurts so much. Ah, it's like drinking hot jizz.
Would you like a drink?
Please.
I was worried thinking along the lines of, you fool! People with a whole spiel on it, okay.
Oh, but Gilbert Gottfried destroyed my throat. Or whatever that fucking voice was I did.
I was like, you destroyed your throat. That does not exactly sound...
Yeah.
That sounds very, very dirty.
Yeah.
And I have a dirty mind, so...
Well, I don't know the name of that bird even. That's the worst thing.
Iago.
So Chiago? Sorry. I have a manager at my work. His name is Thiago. He's Brazilian. I don't remember. I have told you, Aladdin came and went out my brain. There's no lasting effects for that movie beyond, watch it, camels they spit. That's the only bit of Aladdin I really remember.
What about you ain't never had a friend like me?
Forgettable, because Rob Williams can't rap or sing.
Blasphemy.
Everybody knows it's true. Rob Williams, God rest his soul, cannot sing and cannot rap. Which is the reason why I'm actually, if I can give an opinion, because Megan's deciding to not give her opinion on it.
Wait, like you keep talking.
I was just going to say, Will Smith is actually, I'm looking forward to it. One, we know he can do funny. Two, we know he can at least sing and rap. He actually has musical talent, unlike the original guy. No offense to Rob Williams. Do I think he can be as funny as Robin Williams? Robin Williams?
I was like, it's going to be hard to top Robin Williams' comedic genius.
It depends if they let Will Smith be very free with what he does.
Kind of improvise like they did with Robin Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was actually just going to eventually, you let me, mention that, yeah, hearing they cast Will Smith as the genie, it's like, well, yeah, I can imagine a rapping version of You Ain't Never Had a Friend Like Me. Kind of along the lines of, like getting jiggy with it. Like 90s Will Smith. Classic.
Oh, yeah, they're going to make him do hair metal version of it. You don't know what you got till it's gone.
Yeah, I don't know, like 90s Will Smith as opposed to like 80s Will Smith.
I know. Well, 80s Will Smith was, barely a person. Nothing against Will Smith. He was just really young at that point.
Because parents just don't understand. You're not the only ones got the puns.
Well, puns, I got them. So, you're saying. You're just not saying anything.
But, yeah, hearing that, I was like, okay, yeah, maybe that could work. And hearing about some of the people they've cast for Aladdin and Jasmine, like, okay, at least Aladdin, like, looks the part. I'll give him that.
He's Egyptian.
Yeah. So, like, Egyptian Middle East, like kind of like looks like he belongs in that region where the movie is taking place. As opposed to who they had doing the voice of Aladdin in the original film, a white guy.
You do know Agrabah is not a real place, right?
No, but it takes place in the Middle East.
It takes place in Agrabah, which is in the desert.
The Middle Eastern desert. My love.
It takes place in a desert, because, like, its architecture's technically based off of some Muslim or Islamic, is the better way of saying it, Islamic type structures and all that, but it's more of a pan-Islamic. There is a bit of Far Eastern, very Indian based, Bangladeshi for best, no better for turn. You're supposed to drink it, not breathe it.
I want to say the tea's trying to kill me.
There is also some Moroccan stuff, obviously, and some of the building structures. I know way too much pointless bullshit about pointless bullshit. But it's more of...
Way too much about geography.
Yeah. But it's more pan-Middle Eastern, or or Islamic than it is Middle Eastern. Middle Eastern structure's a little bit different, is the best way to describe it. Charlie's not trying to nitpick it. He's just trying to say it's more just an Islamic
I'm
film,
just saying that he looks the part.
He's brown. It's the best way. You mean you didn't like whenever they had a Australian dude playing Ramsey in the... Well, who was it?
I don't know.
It was one. It's one of the guys. It was in an Oliver Stone film or something like that. Can't remember who it was. But yeah, there was a few years ago. There was a movie based pretty much on Ten Commandments. It was a shortened version, in all essence. Go to him, IMDb. I forget, it's made by fucking Amazon. They can't make.
Are you talking about Ramesses?
Ramses. Not Ramesses. Who's Ramesses?
The Pharaoh?
Yeah, his name is Ramses.
No, I don't think that's how it's pronounced.
There's S's in front of the E.
What?
There's S's in front of that E.
Ramesses. Rameses.
I can't remember the name of the movie. It's not Gods of Egypt. Gods of Egypt was something else.
Are you talking about the Prince of
Exodus. Gods and Kings. Yeah, this movie. It came out and it bombed. I can't remember who did it. Ridley Scott. That was close. But no, yeah. Ramses was played by an Australian.
And me.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. Yeah.
Well, the Prince of Egypt, he was voiced by Voldemoldy.
Who cares? That's the one thing I never got. It's like, who cares who they're voiced by? Because a person can...
Apparently a lot of people nowadays.
Because people are fucking nitwits. People are so dumb. Oh, it has to be... This, like, it can be anybody. It doesn't matter. Now, if you have something based in, like, real life, then I think it makes more of a difference. Sort of like... I am fine with the fact that they did decide to cast a gentleman who is of North African, partially Middle Eastern descent. Technically, Egypt is both. That's cool and all. It's like, and that seems to be their goal, is that they do want it to look a little bit more
authentic
of the part and everything. Well, I won't even go authentic. Authentic is not a word you can use for a made-up land that exists in Nowhereville. It's like saying, like, he looks like an authentic toy.
Authentic for the area is all I am saying.
There is no area to be authentic to. It's
I know, we've already had this discussion.
But it's like there is no authenticity.
I know.
It would be like, that is an authentic Gundam. Those aren't real. As much as I wish they would be. But, what I'm saying is that he at least...
hiring a white guy.
What I'm saying is at least it's interesting, or at least they they seem to be wanting to stay with the fact that this is in a generic Islamic area. It's the best way to describe it. Or Arabian area.
Yeah, the more be the word Arabian.
I go.
I mean, it comes from Arabian Nights, the story.
1001 Arabian Nights. Mm-hmm. I bet that book was able to be read a lot quicker than that. I know, I'm being a smartass.
Bing?
But yeah, I'm just saying, it's like, they could have done far worse. I do agree with that.
Yeah, so, basically, to make a long video shorter, yeah, after hearing about it and seeing the trailer, actually, like, okay, I am actually looking forward to this. I hope they do as good a job with this as they did with Beauty and the Beast. And who knows, maybe there are some things about the original film that they can improve on, like they did with Beauty and the Beast. Who knows, we'll see. Hell, maybe even Aladdin will get a mother.
It seems like that they're not going for that. They're going for him and Jafar seeming to know each other a lot sooner.
Well, I say that because in the original Aladdin, originally he was going to have a mother, but she was cut from the film, and there was even a song he's going to sing to her called Proud of Your Boy that they cut from the film.
Guess who's the director?
Who?
Guy Ritchie. I'll go see it. I like Guy Ritchie.
Alright.
I'm not going to give any shits about anything's going on, probably. I do like it that Jafar's Dutch. He's probably from Middle Eastern descent, I'm pretty sure. But he's actually Dutch. Born and raised in not Dutchland. Holland. Netherlands, who cares? Same damn difference. It's a place where clogs and windmills go to live.
And tulips. Can't forget tulips.
Probably more pot than anything nowadays.
Yeah, but I think even he's sort of looking forward to it.
It's a movie that I'm going to watch later this year. That's about the best thing I could say about it.
So I was like, maybe it'll be good.
It's probably going to be just like the other one. That's how I'm going to feel afterwards. It's a movie. I just watched a movie.
What? You're actually going to end up enjoying it. Yeah, only time will tell.
I'll just say this much about it. It's like all these like little like first looks and all we've been getting. It's like I like that there's a lot more color in this movie. You know, it's still trying to seem almost cartoonish in the fact that it's very colorful. Yes. That's actually a good thing.
Yeah, I think one of the things I loved about Beauty and the Beast.
How are you going to give Aladdin a plot? The movie had no plot. That's the biggest problem. Is like that movie just had nothing. There was just no real story really to give. Like there's Aladdin wooing and lying to a woman. That's a thing, I guess. And then there's Jafar's attempt at power grab. Unless they're going to focus a little bit more on that and give that actually some strength or kind of explain more about Jafar, I'm going to have a hard time giving any shits about this movie.
And then again, only time will tell.
Yeah. That's the best thing I can say. It's like, I'm not really looking forward to it. I'm going to watch it because Guy Ritchie directed it, but I'm not going to give a shit probably. Watching going, alright, well, done. That was way to waste 2 hours.
Well, and also, it's the big movie's going to be coming out that weekend.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I guess I got to go see this.
Yeah, like I said, I know a lot of people, Aladdin had a lot of impact on their childhood and everything. It just had no impact on me. I can't, it's did not help the movie. It just has no story, has nothing to it. Like, I could boil down Aladdin in 5 seconds. It's like, here's the movie for you. Guy lies to girl gets mad about guy lying, evil wizard, genie wins. Flawless victory. Yeah.
So, yeah. Them's our thoughts.
But see, you haven't talked about the fact of one thing about Will Smith being, the genie. It looks funny. It looks really funny.
Yeah,
It looks really weird.
Painted up blue, which I didn't think they were going to go in that direction. I was like, I would have been fine without the blue paint.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it does look a little weird.
A little?
Well,
My dick looks a little weird.
This is just a first look. Maybe it'll look better in the finished product.
In the 3 months they have to release this thing.
Or maybe it'll just look silly and
I could do that the
I
whole
was like,
time.
you'll be distracted the entire time. Once again, only time will tell.
Maybe it'll be a tale as old as time.
Wrong movie.
I know. I'm purposely misquoted. Or quoted to the wrong movie.
Again, what the hell am I gonna do with you?
That's it. Aladdin's probably going to be a very meh movie. Like I said, the worst thing is, like, I still... I see no reason that this even needs to be made. That's another problem I'm having. Like, why does this exist? I mean, yeah, I get...
Well, why did the Jungle Book have to be made?
At least the Jungle Book, I mean, you're talking about a movie that's over 50 years old at this point. And at the time when it was made, it was over 40. It's like, at least remaking it then, it's like, alright, at least you're trying to give a... They tried to do a more newer spin on the older story and end up making a really bland movie. Which suffered from a terrible fucking Mowgli.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I finally figured out how to pronounce his name. It's going to take me about 3 years.
Well, why did Dumbo have to be remade?
Again, it's a 60-year-old movie. I mean, it's an old movie.
There were parts of it that made it hard for me to watch as a kid, and there's parts of it that make it hard for me to watch as an adult.
But what I'm saying is, like, at least it's an older movie. And even then, it's like, there is some updating it needs to do, because Dumbo's a little on the racist side at times. It's a little too much of its time at times.
That is very true.
So remaking it, especially also kind of switching some of the stuff, it's fine. Hell, even though I hated the Alice in Wonderland remake, at least I got why it was remade. Because, it's like, oh, well, hey, we're trying to, redo our Alice in Wonderland stuff. It sucked, but at least there was a reason for it. Hell, Cinderella, I can even get behind that. Why are we redoing Aladdin? Hell, even though I liked Beauty and the Beast a lot, why did we need to redo that? Why do we need to redo Lion King?
Yeah, that's the one that really gets me. Like, it's all going to be CGI animals, so why not just
And only that, but it's
leave it animated?
And not only that, but it's like one of those films, yeah, like 25 years. 25 years we can't leave a movie the hell alone?
Well, considering it's only been how many years and they're already going to reboot Batman.
To be fair, at least there's a good reason why they're rebooting Batman. And also, we rebooted Spider-Man not too long after that.
That's another thing.
But, again, the rights reverted, so it was less rebooting and more just like, hey, that never happened. We're going to ignore that Andrew Garfield guy. The Andrew Cat? What? He's like, damn it, you make a pun on his name. Yeah, that's just my issue. That's where I'm ranting and raving. I'm like, why do we need to remake Aladdin? Like, can we remake shitty movies? I know people think, oh, that's dumb, but it's like, remake a movie that was very bad and improve, because you have mountains of possibilities of making it better, and probably plenty of people have given their opinions, and you could figure out, all right, here's how we can improve upon this. Like, realistically, like, yeah, you could actually add a plot to Aladdin that could make it a lot much more interesting, but other than that, it's like you're gonna piss off the people who originally who love the original, because you're going to dare change, that plotless mess. Or you're going to ultimately exacerbate an issue, just like with Jungle Book, where I felt like it didn't add anything to the original. And that's one of Jungle Book's biggest sins for me, beyond Mowgli, is the fact that it's a pointless film. Sorry, this is going to turn into Charlie railing on remakes. I don't mind remaking films. I really don't. Just add something to it. Give us some flavor, actually. Instead, you're just cutting up the corpse of the old film and serving it back to us, saying, here, chew on that, bitch. I don't know why bitch had to be thrown on the end of it, but, movies are mean that way. Like, I don't mind the fact that if they wanted to change back the Friday the 13th movies, if they redo Jason, I don't mind that. Especially if they might want to change a little bit about his backstory. Hell, even though I think, again, let's talk about remakes and Charlie's Rantings and Ravings. Sorry. Give me a steal, you thunder. Child's Play. If they're really wanting to do something different, which I will give them this much from the new teaser that's been released for the Child's Play film, not the Charles film, which is also a Child's Play film, which is not set in the same universe, though it seems to be done by the same company, and my ears just wanting to bleed while my brain melts.
No, my eyes just went cross-eyed.
No, my eyes just went cross-eyed again. All I can think every time I looked at it, because I was sitting there scrolling through, I'm like, hey, look, what's that movie called Charles? What's that? That's Chucky. That's a fucking Chucky movie. 2 weeks later, Child's Play comes out.
Chucky!
It's fucking Chucky. Yeah.
That's one of the best parts of that movie. I don't know.
But yeah, it's like, I get them remaking Child's Play and changing up quite a bit. Sure, I don't think it looks particularly good, but if it's going to be pretty much resetting things and it's changing how some of the world works, that's fine. I am okay with this. Or hell, if they remade Scott Pilgrim, even though that movie's only I want to say now it's about 12 years old or so. So it came out in 2007, 2006. But if they remade that and made Scott far less of a douchebag and purposely set it to be a little bit further, like have him defeat the first 2 or 3 evil ex-boyfriends, I would be more on board for that, because I thought the original was just kind of a piece of trash. It's one of Edgar Wright's worst films he's ever done. I'm trying to think of any, Battlefield Earth. It is an interesting premise that could be done well, but holy shit, that execution. I mean, remake shitty films. Quit remaking films that, one, are either not that old, or 2, nobody is asking for them to be remade. Nobody wants a remake of Lion King. Even people who I know are ardent fans of Lion King do not want it remade. Just because...
I saw it 3 times in theaters when I was a kid.
I saw it a few times as well, and I was a much more cynical, more gore-happy kid, and I still loved the Lion King. Yeah,
yeah, I was a bit more, normal, sheltered childhood.
I saw Total Recall in theaters, so y'all.
I say, this is what he grew up with.
I remember watching the original Friday the 13th. I will say I was 4, going on 5 nearly. And it was a really scary experience for me.
I say, you grew up with RoboCop. I mean, not the Criterion director's cut, but...
To be fair, the only way you get that was on Laserdisc. And the one thing I did not have as a kid, no Laserdisc player.
Showing our age a little bit.
Yeah. Kids going, what the fuck are Laserdisc? Oh, you don't want Laserdisc. Even though Laserdisc is actually pretty cool. In fact, eventually I might get a Laserdisc whenever I want to start actually collecting stuff.
It's like, kids, do you know what records are? There's DVDs about this big.
They're DVDs the size of records, and yes, they hold as much information as a fucking record. So there's like, if you have a long movie, like I want to say, what was it? It was some movie.
Not Titanic, because that was after. Like,
no, there's still Laserdisc being released. I want to say there is a Titanic Laserdisc, like, and it's like 8 discs long. Yeah, that's the thing. The Laserdisc they couldn't hold as much information for reasons, so they were like multi-disc pieces of shit.
Yeah, I remember being shown a Laserdisc TV show in, what, 5th grade?
We had a Laserdisc in daycare, now I think about it, and it broke. Just because nobody ever figured out how to work the damn thing. Wow, this has gone from me ranting and raving about remakes to talking about Laserdisc.
They're just showing our age.
Yeah, just, sorry, I just remake good things. Don't remake a classic film. We're bringing it to a new generation. No, if it's a truly classic film and not like a forgotten classic or even cult hits like Rocky Horror Picture Show, even though I do not like that movie, I don't think you really need to remake that. It's like, it really is...
Yeah, I saw the live action remakes.
Hell, the piece of shit Hairspray film that came out like... Oh god, it's been over 10 years since that fucking movie came out. It's been nearly 15 years. I want to say it came out 2005.
Yeah, it came out like 2005, 2007.
Oh, I'm so
like
old. There. I am on IMDb right now.
Okay. I say you keep vamping.
Oh, I'm old. I'm so old.
2007.
Oh god, the movie's 12 years old. Ah, it's about to go into middle school.
And they did the the live remake in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't get the fascination of doing all these, like, this musical live. Like, Grease live, Hairspray live. I was like...
Quick, easy, and you can turn it right out. Like Grease, remake that. That movie has a lot of problems.
They did do a Grease live.
No. Remake it. Not do that live cheap thing. Spend a little bit of money on making something a little bit better. If you're gonna remake something that's a piece of shit. Remake something that, really needs to...
I happen to like Grease.
You happen to like me too, and I'm a piece of shit.
I was saying, I like Grease too.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with her, folks.
Love me till the end of time.
I guess so.
Stuck with me now.
Hey, you're stuck with me. You're not trapped in here with me. I'm trapped here with you. Oh god, what's in my ass?
It's like, I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
I know, it's purposely.
You're... Purposely?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure, honey.
Remake that. Remake Watchmen. I know some people are like, it's such a great movie. No, it wasn't. It was nearly 3 hours of pretension. Please stop. Thank you.
I get distracted by his hair.
Oh. Wax me in the head. Hell.
Well, your head shouldn't be in the way of your hair.
Head should be away your face. She's broken, so I think we're gonna go ahead and call it a night.
Put me to bed.
Mm-hmm. You know what would be awesome?
What's that?
Like, again, if we're gonna talk about remakes, like with the Ghostbuster films, or people are like, oh, well, I should say the idiots, like Leslie Jones. Was she in the 2016 abortion?
I think that's what her name is.
Yeah, like she's like, oh, they're just shitting. They're ignoring our things. Like, because yours ignored the original shit, too. That's the thing. It's like, nobody would have had anywhere near as much venom against that film if, one, it was good. That's one big problem with the film. Two, if it had actually been with the original. Like I keep telling everybody, it's like, if you had a purposeful, like, Michelle Rodriguez being just ultimate badass and she was kind of like their Winston of the team, that would have been funny as fuck. That would have been really hilarious. Hell, you still could have had Melissa McCarthy because I think she can legitimately be funny. There are some times where she's really actually funny. A lot more than she has any right to be.
Maybe she's in some shit movies.
Yeah, that's her biggest problem. Is like she has just no fucking taste. Like one time she's with Paul Feig, it's like, wow, he's sorry. Not Paul Feig. Is his name Paul Feig?
I think that's...
Maybe. Yeah, I'm almost trying to get him and Kevin Feige mixed up, and Kevin Feige's actually a bit of a tyrant behind the scenes from what I hear, but seems to be a really nice guy when he's not on set. Yeah, that could have been good, but they decided to ignore the original. It's like, that's the thing, it's like, if you want to make a sequel that is technically a soft reboot, do it. But be forward with it. Like, what was some of our big issues with Bumblebee? It pretty much was a soft reboot to the Transformers series, but it never explicitly ever came out and said that. It never did any of that.
Yeah, it's like, where does this fit in the timeline? And also, Charlie's still just pissed. Like, this is not what I was promised.
I was promised a Bumblebee fighting World War II movie, damn it.
Fight Nazis.
Fighting Nazis, kicking Nazis like they're soccer balls. That would have been awesome. Instead, I got a alright film that was like, oh, that's not what I wanted. It's not what I was promised, damn it.
I mean, he's adorable in it, but it's like, kind of not what was promised before the movie was actually made.
Like, one of the best examples I can actually think of in recent memory of a good remake, in a fashion, calling it a remake, Power Rangers. Probably one of the best examples. Like, it's a film that it does update quite a bit. It updates some of the characters. It does do its own thing still, but it still pays a lot of homage to the original source material without feeling, what's the word I'm looking for? Ghostbusters is the best way I can describe it. It doesn't feel like it's shitting on anything. It feels like we're holding in reverence all this stuff, but we are going to add something that we think might be more useful. It's like, oh, that actually is really useful. Thank you, guys. It's too bad we're not going to get one because, unfortunately, the movie was a little action light. But hey, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, it would have been awesome, like, doing a sequel with Zed.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, that would have been cool. Especially we got, I think his name's Rod Axel, or I can't remember his name, the original voice actor to do Zed. He can still do Zed. Even though I think it really hurts his voice a lot. To be fair, doing that voice for so long probably hurts. But yeah, just please, Disney, everybody, stop remaking classics. I don't want a classic remake. I want a shit film remake. Because you could make it better. Like, I didn't mind the fact they were remaking it, even though I didn't like it originally. Well, except Tim Curry, because, Tim Curry's, golden god and everything except Ferngully. I didn't mind that they wanted to remake it. I didn't think it was any good, but, that's neither here nor there. At least I will give them this much. At least they tried. And at least they were trying to remake something that was kind of not great. Like, please do not remake Revenge of the Nerds. Animal House. No, don't listen to me. I'm not giving you ideas. Somebody's like, oh, we should remake Animal House. Fuck you, no.
I was saying, do not remake them.
Do not.
Two very important words. Do and not.
Yes. But hey, that's Megan's opinion and my own opinions about remakes. More Megan's opinion about Aladdin, mine about...
I would say it's supposed to be just me talking because you have no opinion whatsoever, but...
I have no care.
Then we both just went off the rails.
Yeah. We took that train and drove it all the way to Canada. I don't know how we drove it to Canada, but we did. That's how we do with trains.
Beep, beep.
Oh, so hey, we'll see y'all soon with something else. Might be ranting and raving about it, and I will maybe not hijack it at the end. But hey, we'll see y'all later. So, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.